Audience, beans, Alright, thank you for joining me today. My name is Ryan Shepard, and today I'm going to do a persuasive speech in hopes to persuade you about the benefits of rainwater harvesting. First off, what is rainwater harvesting? It is simply the collection of rainwater that falls to the earth to be stored and utilized at a later time. Are you conscious about the impact that humans have on the environment? Or do you recycle? If so, you will likely be interested in rainwater harvesting. In the next several minutes, I am going to discuss the benefits of harvesting rainwater, raising your awareness, and persuade you to become an active member of conservationists dedicated to improving the environments in which we live. Now, why does all this matter anyways? Well, apart from the air that we breathe, water is one of the single most important factors in the quality of life that we enjoy. As there have been great achievements made toward the mass delivery of water to households, there is still much more that can be done. Simple steps can be taken by each of us in the community to improve the quality of our lives by simply becoming aware of the impact that rainwater runoff has on the environment and using that awareness to implement simple techniques to harvest the water effectively. One of the main sources of pollutants to our drinking water, according to the EPA, is adverse urban runoff is the leading source of pollutants causing water quality impairment related to human activities. Now that's from the EPA. What it says is water is negatively affected due to the toxins caught up in the rainwater runoff, and simple steps can be taken to reduce this effect. So, in effect, our rainwater falls from the sky, hits our roof, goes in the streets, gets caught up in the streets, gone to a culvert and diverted to a local lake or a holding reservoir, all the while picking up all the toxins that are put on the streets by cars and human activity, and catching that up and putting our drinking water to where that is then pumped to a water treatment facility where you use chemicals to take out the other chemicals, and then it is delivered to your home where essentially it is safe to use and probably will not kill you. We live in this real world today where most of us drink bottled water, and in cities like Big Spring you can't even drink the water and you're required to use bottled water. So why not use the water that falls to the ground and harvest it yourself? According to waterharvesting.com, 1,000 square foot collection area, which is approximately a third of the size of most roofs, will collect 600 gallons of water for every inch of rainfall. In a city where I live in, such as Abilene, we get about 25 inches of rainwater per year. That equates to over 14,000 gallons of usable water per year that you can use on your garden, your grass. You can use it inside your home for flushing toilets and taking baths, and with very little treatment going through a carbon filter, you can use it for perfectly good drinking water. Excuse me for 1 second on this because this phone locked up, but according to northernexpress.com, rainwater is free from pollutants as well as salts, minerals, and other natural man-made contaminants, and harvesting rainwater allows us to better utilize this energy source. That being said, how do you harvest the rainwater? Well, on a small back porch or a carport, an average carport is about 500 square feet. You simply attach a rain gutter that passes through that gutter into a filter that will then be piped to a storage tank, and then that storage tank can be utilized with either a gravity fed system or a small pump that can pump it to the areas that you need to be used around the home or out in the garden, and more effectively be used for perfectly good drinking water. So whether avoiding floods, flooded streets, which we have here in Abilene every time there's a big storm, or having cleaner drinking water, there are many things that most people aren't aware of that we've covered that can drastically change the way we treat one of our most valuable resources. So after hearing about this and about the truth of the contaminants in the public drinking water and the ease that it is to harvest your own water, I genuinely hope that I've persuaded you that rainwater harvesting is actually a benefit and something that you may be inquired to join in on. By treating this water of ours with more respect and consideration. So like I said, all of us drink water out of a little plastic bottle every day, and as our effect on the environment gets worse and worse, let us be aware of the gift that rainwater is and the ability to use it more responsibly, and quit letting it just go down the drain by harvesting our rainwater. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you've become more informed and possibly persuaded about the benefits of rainwater harvesting. And now I'm going to take a moment to show my audience. Audience.
How does this camera work?
I got to show you one more time. Thank you. All right. Well,